Here we are in the Chapter 2 review exercises, numbers 10 through 14. 10 and 11 solve for the specified variable. So E equals 3P plus Q plus M for M. That's what we're doing. We're trying to get M by itself, which is right there. We'll circle him so we can make sure and identify him in the equation. Step number 1, do we have any parentheses in this equation? No. Do we have any fractions? No. Do we have any multiple M's? That's what we're trying to get by itself? No. So we're down here to step number 4, get rid of any addition and subtraction. So things that are added to the M term are the Q and the 3P. They're both positive, so we need to get rid of the 3P and get rid of the Q. So now we have E minus 3P minus Q equals gone, gone. M is by itself. Look at that. M's by itself. That's what solve means, is get by itself. We're good. We can't combine anything on the left-hand side. They are not like terms. Number 11. We are solving this ugly-looking formula for G. So there's G right there. So we're trying to get him isolated and by himself. Do we have any parentheses? No. Do we have any fractions? Yes. So we've got to multiply through by the least common denominator. In this case, it's a P. And we get gone on that side. So we have 3S minus 7G equals C times P. Okay, so far so good. Do we have any multiple G's? We're looking for G here. No, there's only one G sitting right there. So now step 4, we've got to get rid of any addition subtractions. We've got to get rid of this positive 3S. Minus 3S from both sides, minus 3S from both sides, and we get negative 7G equals CP minus 3S. And last step, get rid of that minus 7 by a division because it's multiplying. Divide by a minus 7. So G equals CP or PC, either one, minus 3S over negative 7. That's correct. You're done. It is possible that sometimes a book will try to get rid of this negative and times top and bottom by a negative 1. So that negative sign will go away and it would be a negative CP plus 3S over negative 1 times negative 7 is 7. So those are the same thing, and then they'll write that cute so that the positive's first. All three of these are the same thing, but that one's just perfectly fine right there. All right, number 12. Find the results if you went to A6, so right down here, and so this guy is going to go right in there. The average of A2, so we're starting right here, and we're going to B3. So it's from here to here, so it would include this guy and this guy. So a 5, oh, I just drove over him. So these 4. So it's the average of A2 all the way down to B3. So it's the average of 5, 13, 8, and 25. All divided by 4. Let's plug it in our handy dandy calculator and get that in. 5 plus 13 plus 8 plus 25. All divided by 4. Looks like we would get 12.75. Now you could enter that into an Excel spreadsheet and actually write that formula and see it come out as 12.75. That's great. On the exam, you'll have to know what that formula means and then compute it by hand. All right, number 13, the sum of A2 to B4. So A2 all the way down to B4, and it says to sum that. So this guy, if that's entered in C4 right there, so we're going to take these 3 and those 3 and sum them up. So that'd be 5 plus 8 plus a negative 6 plus 13 plus 25 plus 36. Get out our handy dandy calculator and punch that in. 5 plus 8 minus 6 plus 13 plus 25 plus 36. And Excel does that all really quick, but it should give us an 81 right there. So 81. All right, and now let's try number 14. If C1, so that's this guy right here, equals A1 plus B1, so that's an equation. is copied and pasted into all cells, so drag down. So you're going to grab this little guy and drag it down to C5, so this one right here. What is the result in C3? Now, if you just drag this down, this will be, as you drag it down, it changes, so that's A3 minus B3. So it's going to be A3 is 8 minus 25. 8 minus 25? Do that in your head, or 8 minus 25 to make sure you don't get the wrong answer, and you should have a negative 17. Okay, good. That's 10 through 14.